My name's Emmett Johnson, running back from the University of Nebraska. You are now watching the draft clip.
Woo! That's a one-take wonder, and that's because he went to the University of Nebraska.
Right.
He learned that in Lincoln. GBR all day long. That's where we're starting off today. Before we get into this process, what's your best moment from your Nebraska career?
Woo! I got a couple.
Okay, give them to me.
I would say one of them is just, going to a bowl game against Wisconsin. Those are our sixth win of the season. Not this season, but
last year. Yep.
He stormed the field and things like that too.
Oh yeah.
But it was just cool. Like I said, it was a cool experience. Being there in front of 90,000 with my friends, and that was one of my best games too.
Yeah, it was.
Younger career. So.
Put you on the map, bro.
Yeah, low key, that was my biggest game.
That was your breakout game for sure.
That was my memory. My redshirt sophomore year. Ramir Johnson.
Oh yeah.
And going back to New York bowl game. Him winning MVP in his hometown. When the mother passed away and things like that. So. That was a cool experience, too.
Of course. Talk to me about Coach Rule, because obviously you've been a part of the transition to we're back, right? Nebraska's back. We belong in the top tier category of college football, and you've been a big part of that. You had a Heisman campaign this year. You were one of the favorites. You had an unbelievable year. So talk to me about Coach Rule and what he's doing at Nebraska.
Yeah, man, he's changing the whole culture and brotherhood of Nebraska. I feel like Coach Rule, when he first came in, he made it clear right away that he cared about the brotherhood of the team, and he made it known that the toughest players don't play. And I feel like he prides himself on that. Nebraska's known for being, tough and physical.
Yep.
And I feel like he brought that culture back to Nebraska. And, obviously we haven't won the way we wanted to yet.
Yeah.
I know that, he's doing special things there, and I know that the team will be, just fine in the future.
Day by day, getting better and better, right? A little bit here, a little bit there. So I have a very non-serious football question, but we got to ask it because it's Nebraska, okay?
All right.
So there's a famous place, for all of you that haven't been to the University of Nebraska or the state of Nebraska, the best fast food restaurant in the entire is Runza.
Yeah.
So what is your Runza order?
It's crazy. I had Runza one time, and I've never been there again. I'm not a big Runza guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big Runza guy.
We're gonna cut this part. This ain't gonna be it. You're good.
Fans can't hate me for that.
I love this. I love it. I want it in. Okay, so no, you good. You see it? No. So if it's not Runza, do you like Valentino's? Do you like Valentino's pizza?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. My favorite restaurant is probably Honest Abe's or I go to Gate 25. Places like
Gate 25 is good.
Good burger and fries. I'm not a fancy eater.
Okay.
And Aragon too. That's another good one. It's crazy.
Yeah, the steak is crazy. If you're gonna eat anything in Nebraska, it probably should be a steak. All right, well, let's get into before you got to Nebraska. There was a question at the podium today that made me laugh, right? It's about E-Money. So tell me the story of E-Money, because everybody thought, E-Money sounded like a football name, but it's not. So tell us the story of E-Money and how you got the nickname.
It's actually cool, man. The person that gave me the nickname E-Money was not elementary school friend, and I'm still friends with today.
I love.
It was a girl, her name Melly. And when we were younger, I was always good at math and numbers. I've always been good at math and numbers, because she was just like, you're just such a money man. They always tell me in class, you're such a money man. You're just so smart when it comes to equations. And then, one day everybody was saying, money man. They're just like, nah, we got to make it sound cooler. And then she was like, E-Money. She started calling me E-Money. The whole class started calling me E-Money. And then it kind of just took off from there, really. In high school, I went away from it because I had number 4. So people call me E4.
Yeah.
So it kind of switched from E-Money. I got back to college and I'm like, I got to bring E-Money back. I got to get back to my roots. So yeah, shout out to her.
Shout out to Ellie. Yeah, shout out to Ellie. Throw the chain up. You gotta show E-Money off, man. You gotta show it off, and I love that.
I'm gonna be hitting that, in the end zone in the NFL.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Well, let's talk about you as a prospect, you as a player. I was offended when I heard that you were too small, because that is not true. That's not who you are.
I asked him too. I said, "You think I look small? You seen that?"
I died.
I was like, "You think I look small?"
You think?
Like, no, I think you look.
I think you look fine. I was
Sometimes you gotta hit him with a question back.
Hey, listen, that's that Nebraska journalism. You know what you're doing. It's like you got to put him on the spot. So for real, when you think about who you are as a player, right? Let's leave the size, that stuff. to the side, right?
Yeah.
What are your best running back traits? What do you do the best on the football field? If you were scouting yourself, if you're a linebacker on the opposite side, how are you preparing to cover Emmett Johnson?
That's really hard to do. But
Yeah.
I would just say I'm a playmaker.
Yeah.
You know, I can create things out of nothing. You know, I feel like, you know, I've always had the mindset that when I'm on the football field, I'm trying to be unstoppable. I'm like, when I'm on the field, I really feel that way. It's not something I just say. And so I just think I'm versatile, somebody who can affect the game in the run game and the pass game. But when I'm on the field, man, I'm trying to dominate. And my teammates love that. Like, even if, you know, there's somebody in the backfield or like, I just feel like one guy should never tackle me on that field. So like, just being, you know, unstoppable, being a playmaker, really just like beast mode on your feet. That's how I feel like out there.
That's something Nebraska's definitely going to miss about having you in the backfield. But whatever NFL team gets you is definitely going to be happy about. So when you're on the football field, what is the best thing that you can do? What makes you feel like, damn, as a running back, because there's a lot of things, pass blocking, right? Picking up a blitz, being able to put somebody on their ass. There's a lot of things you could do. Yards after the catch, like what is the thing that you like doing on the football field that you're like, yeah, I'm that dude?
I ain't gonna lie. What you said, like pass pro, like lighting somebody up, and that is like huge. That's like one of the best feelings. But for me, I love making somebody miss.
Yeah.
I love when a defender is like trying their hardest to tackle me, and they're running full speed, and I just like move
Juke 'em.
away, and they're just like I feel like I make defenses like really like tear up and cry. Because like throughout the game, I'll be like playing mind games with them. I'll just be running the same play over and over again. It'll get to a point where like I know they're tired of tackling me, and I know that's when I take over. Like there's a certain part of the game where I feel like my momentum is just like crazy. I feel like I'm walking on water.
What is that? What? No, it doesn't.
Like flow state. That's really
correct. I was gonna say, and I'm glad you said that because that's where I was gonna go next.
Yeah.
How do you get to that place, and how do you stay there? Like, what in the game gets you to flow state? Because that is what every athlete is trying to achieve. They're trying to get to that place where they're not thinking and they're just doing. So how do you get there?
I'll say it takes reps. You know, some games I know right away. It's gonna be a long day for the defense. And some games it takes a little bit of time. But I would definitely just say from preparation. I understand that like if a run is hidden early in the game for like 4 or 5 yards, eventually it's gonna break down. And like I said, I like making defenses tired. I study linebackers. I study crazy things about them. I study about their hometowns, where they grew up. There's a lot of things I study. I don't know if I get into the studying like girlfriends and all that. That's crazy amount. But like I study a lot of things. And so like when I'm on the field, I feel like I'm just more prepared than everybody else. It just comes to a point in time where I know the defender, I could see the look in their eyes too, because a lot of the linebackers, they look me in my eye every play, and so I know the look when somebody's tired and fatigued and when I'm gonna take over.
All right, you teed this one up for me. The Big Ten is a phenomenal football conference. Shout out to the Big Ten, 3 in a row, baby. Okay, and the SEC likes to talk a lot of smack, but they haven't seen a national championship in quite a few years now. So, who is the best linebacker that you faced this year? Because you faced a lot of them. Who's the best guy that you went up against that you were like, damn, that's a dude?
I would say nobody on a different team, but I would just say Marquise Watson-Trent, my linebacker on my own team.
Yeah.
And I feel like going up against him every single day. You know, obviously this year he was hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But if y'all done y'all research on him, he's had 3 100-yard tackle seasons, you know, at Georgia Southern. He came here, and I feel like he really prepared me for Saturday. Because every single day in practice, he'll be trying to run through my face. And when I run a route, I'll be trying to dominate him. So, like, we're both so competitive, and we come from like similar backgrounds where we're like hungry and overlooked. So like he got the best out of me every single day, and I got the best out of him. And so I feel like he was the toughest person. When I got to the game, linebackers was really definitely.
All right, let's talk about this week specifically. Obviously, we're here at the NFL Combine. I'm looking at the bright ass orange on you, right? It does pop out. It does pop. No, it does pop out. It does pop out. So talk to me about what was the moment this week where it became very real for you, where you were like, damn, I'm at the NFL Combine.
I would say my first formal meeting, I walked in, it was Denver, and didn't know what to expect. Obviously, I'm like,
of course,
I'm going into a meeting with the head coach, the GM. I walk in and it's like a room full of people. You know, there's cameras and like everybody's quiet. And so like I came in, I was like, "How you guys doing?" I tried to start the convo because it was a bit quiet. And once I got into it, I realized, man, it wasn't that bad. They asked me questions that I already knew. It was basically me just being myself, doing things like this and just talking to them about my story.
Yep.
And once I left that meeting, I knew my other friend was just gonna go really good. And Minnesota was next, I believe, and that was a cool one too.
Okay.
You know, being from there, that was my hometown, so I was just like, I knew these interviews was gonna go good after the first one, but that was like my welcome moment because I'm just like, man, I'm really talking to Coach Payton right now. Like,
Yeah.
I see these guys on TV, and I
Yeah.
grew up watching them. I'm really here. Or I'm talking to him about myself. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
it's a blessing for sure.
What's something that you've heard? Obviously, you've had formals, informals throughout this week. What's something or a piece of feedback you've gotten from a team that you were like, damn, I didn't know that about myself?
I knew like almost everything that they told me about myself, but
What were you most proud of, I guess, then?
I was most proud of the fact, the feedback I got from my agent and my and coach Rule and them after. They said the Vikings actually said that it was a perfect interview. And obviously nobody's gonna be perfect, but my agent's been doing it for over 20 years, and he said he hasn't had a coach or the GM tell him that it was perfect. So
No, I'm gonna be honest. This is my 10th combine. I never heard an NFL team say that.
yeah, so yeah,
That's good for you.
no, that was really what did it for me. And then a lot of good feedback from coaches, and then also just like meeting some of these guys and players has been like the best thing about it. I played against some of these guys, and obviously, competed with some of the best of them, and like seeing some of these other guys too, and some of their stories is pretty cool. And I can't wait to get out there tomorrow.
And show everything you got.
That's what I'm here for.
What's one thing about this process that you learned something new about yourself going through this? And that's fans don't really understand how grueling this week can be. Your medicals and the interviews and you get in front of a podium and you're doing a lot. What's something you learned about yourself as you went through this process?
I learned that I was, mentally tough.
Yeah.
And throughout these interviews, like I said, a lot of questions. A lot of people didn't obviously know about me going to the season, but it's a long days. And I feel like at Nebraska, we have a schedule where we're there early morning to late night.
Yeah.
So like I got here and the schedule wasn't a big deal for me. Obviously, it sucks doing medical stuff and
Yeah, of course.
a whole bunch of tests, but I've really embraced like, what it means to overcome just like the adversity and hard work. And I feel like for me, this is a perfect opportunity for me to show coaches that like, I'm not just a great player, but I've been through a lot of adversity, and I feel like me being in this position is just a testament to hard work paying off. I feel like that's just going to help me in the NFL too.
So tomorrow you're going to go through all these drills. There's a ton of things that I think are super valuable. There's others I question personally, but
a flexibility test. I don't know if I can do it. Though. It's something crazy.
there's a lot of questionable things that go on over here. What's one thing that I've asked every player this now? What's one thing that you wish they added that you think could showcase you as a football player? And it could be anything, like a football drill. Like a lot of guys are like, we want one-on-ones. Like
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
But, I'll say either one-on-ones, routes.
Yes.
That'd be crazy for me, but also the one-on-one routes, or they should add, maybe making the offensive players switch to defense and do something.
I like that.
And having the defense, like, because I played safety in high school, and like,
Okay.
obviously I'm not playing at the next level, but just being able to show that.
That tracks though.
That would be it.
Honestly.
Cool. And I seen the DBs today. Obviously, they did the like catch and drill that they're do.
Yeah.
So maybe like having players switch positions for a drill just to see.
I like that. I like that.
Be cool, and it'll also be like for special teams and stuff like that. That'll be good for people to watch. Something like that. Maybe also adding a different sport, like just a different sport.
I like that.
One of like the tests. That's for fun.
Yeah.
Add some serious stuff.
Footwork from basketball.
Exactly.
Something to see.
Maybe like a little dunk contest. A lot of dudes jump at 45.
Yeah, there's a listen.
I
That
did
might
a dunk contest in Nebraska, so I know how it is. I hope they pull that up when I jump.
Listen, if they don't pull it up, you know your girl gonna put it out there. Okay, I better get that footage out there because we gotta make sure they know that you can jump out the gym, right?
That's what I want them to know. They're gonna see on my vert, but I want them to know that I was doing a dunk contest too.
It matters though. It matters. Like I think a lot of parents try and focus their kids on one sport so early, and it's the thing that the NFL loves is like, hey, they played another sport, they played another position, they have versatility. You mentioned playing safety. Yeah. Safety's a tough. If you're talking from a running back on the opposite side, it's linebackers and safeties, right? It's the toughest guys on the football field. So what's the thing you learned from playing safety in high school that's helping you be a better running back today?
Oh, man, I'm just extremely physical. That's what I learned. Like, you can go turn on my high school safety tip. I got recruited for it, so it was just like, being able to just understand the game of safety, I feel like as a runner, especially when it comes to routes, I understand coverages. I understand where guys are supposed to be. I understand the things that, guys on defense look at. And so it just helps me have a competitive advantage. Also, meeting with guys on my team on the defensive side of the ball, like I've learned a lot from them too.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, those different positions and different sports like basketball, like being a point guard, seeing the whole court,
Yeah.
similar to like seeing the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of different transitions, but people don't know baseball was my best sport growing up. So like,
Oh.
I was in the outfield. So catching punts and stuff I want to do at a young
What position you play in the outfield?
I played left and center field, and I played
Okay.
shortstop. And those are like the 3 positions I played.
Man, you can do it all.
I feel like I would be in the MLB right now. No, crazy stuff, but my dad, like, that was my best sport growing up.
Okay.
And he wanted me to take that approach, but I thought it was boring. At the
Yeah.
time, that's why.
You too tough is low
Yeah, I'm
key.
too tough, but like the money cool, and you don't get hit. Cool, but I love the
You like
physical.
you
part
like
of
you
football.
like contact.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you like contact. I watch it on tape. You initiate contact
Yeah.
a lot,
And
which
people don't think I'm going to, but I do.
it's
That's
my
the crazy
favorite.
part.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing about watching your tape is like you don't look like you're going to do it, and then you initiate contact. You put a shoulder into them, put a head into a chest. Yeah, you made a lot of people pay. You made a lot of people
Make it
pay.
the next level. Too. Ain't no lie.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's a more serious note. What's one person throughout this journey that if you didn't have them, you wouldn't be here today?
My older brother, Charles Johnson. A lot of people don't know, but my parents are immigrants from Liberia. So, like, my brother and me played sports. I was 8 years old. Coach Kedrick was my first coach. I'll say him too. Coach Kedrick was my first ever coach.
Yeah.
He put me and my brother into football, basketball, baseball at a young age. And, like, my brother, like, he pushed me. We used to get in fights. Like, we used to compete so much.
Mm-hmm.
And we obviously didn't know much about football or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about sports growing up, which is crazy. And we
Yeah.
kept working hard at it. And he, like I said, to this point, he's went above and beyond to make sure that I was prepared. Because obviously his journey, he was a little young. He should have been in the class below him, but he ended up going to college playing basketball. I think he should have played football because he was super talented. Or played basketball and then he switched back to football. It never really worked out for him, but his knowledge for the game is crazy. Like he knows probably more about these coaches that I'm interviewing with than me. And I know
Wow.
a lot about these coaches.
Wow.
So, like, he's like a sports head. He would make sure I wake up every morning and get 200 catches a day.
Wow.
Even the days I used to tell him, man, can I just relax? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Some days I used to be like,
Come
can I
on,
just
bro.
chill?
No.
And my mom's like, your brother, he's never gonna let you feel it. So he, like I said, Charles Johnson, man, a lot of people don't know it. He's a strength coach right now.
Okay.
He also does train. He's a trainer and he coaches little kids. So like,
Okay.
basketball. So
Shout out to bro,
shout out to
man.
Charles Johnson. He gonna be, like I said, he gonna be a millionaire one day. I know. I'm gonna help him open up a business. It's gonna be called 45 Fit, in which he
Okay.
told me it's gonna be 45 minutes for a workout.
I
He
love
said
it.
People come in and spend hours at the gym.
They don't need to.
You know what I'm saying? People just come to post pictures. And so like, he said he's gonna make sure they come in 45 minutes and they're out. If they want to go overboard, that's extra money.
I like it.
So 45 Fit coming soon. CJ Fitness.
Yeah, listen, 45 Fit, he might be coming to Scottsdale. We might be opening the first one up in Arizona, bro.
It's gonna be in a year. By next year, he should be doing that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So he made you do 200 catches a day?
Yeah, I still do.
Wow.
Like I said, I did mine earlier this morning. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you gonna get 200 in tomorrow?
Tomorrow might not 200 because I gotta catch. Gotta catch.
You got to catch a lot of.
Yeah.
You might get 200.
200 catches.
You might get
After,
200.
Some of the teams want to see me run routes. So
Yeah.
after, I'm gonna definitely make sure I get to 200. If I don't,
Yeah.
probably get about at least 50 catches.
That'll help you. That'll help you when it comes down. Everybody wants to watch a running back who can also catch the
I
football.
really call myself a wide back. People don't know, but this is gonna be a new position, wide back. 'Cause I can play receiver.
Ah.
That's something I'm gonna mention after a game when I actually show it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me the full description here because I'm all for us adding this new position into football with the wide back. So what exactly? Give me the 30-second spiel on what a wide back is.
A wide back is somebody who can receive and line up out wide,
Mm.
and somebody who can play running back. So having the ability to run the ball and catch the ball, but not be labeled as just a running or
Yes.
be labeled as both because you have the ability to do both. I gotta play a whole game at running back. I play a whole game at receiver. So wide back's a new position I would bring to the NFL, and it's gonna change the market for running backs too.
I agree.
Because like
It's gonna get paid.
You're gonna get paid.
You're gonna get paid. Correct. There's the middle ground there that needs to exist because like a guy like Jameer Gibbs, right?
Exactly.
That's a guy.
Cook,
Yep.
McCaffrey. I can go on and on.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of good guys in the NFL. Like, yeah.
You just teed it up for me. So let's talk. Let's talk. If you could take the best traits, right? Who are guys in the league who you look at and you go, yeah, I see myself in that guy.
I'll say McCaffrey, number
Mhm.
one. Gibbs, it's crazy, but like some of his cuts he makes, like I know it before he makes it,
Yeah.
which sounds crazy. Bijan's somebody who's starting to take over the game, and so I've been watching him closely ever since college when he was at Texas.
Texas,
Casey Thompson was one of my mentors too, and he was there when I was a freshman. So like, you tell me, you remind me so much of Bijan. Like he'd always tell me, and obviously I was a little smaller than Bijan, but he was just like, just the way y'all act and stuff, like how y'all carry yourselves. So like, I'm gonna study him a lot, and hopefully I'll get to like work out with him or train with him. Saquon, somebody he followed me before the Penn State game, which was crazy too. But I watched Saquon
Yeah,
obviously at Penn State. He dominated the game, so like
some of the best tape of
yeah,
all
it's
time as a
crazy.
running back.
Crazy. Nah, yeah. So
Ath-
Saquon too for sure.
Yeah, athletically, totally gifted at a level that's
I don't know if I see
actually.
his power clean in college. That's something that's like
Don't make sense.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
No, it's
Yeah.
literally he's a superhuman. Like him, Miles Garrett. There's a couple of them guys you just.
Here, that's another one. That's what I'm saying. The defensive side of the ball, they got Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
they
the
got-
freaks.
yeah.
Freaks. Absolutely nightmare fuel. So, one of the questions I like to ask everybody as they're going through this process is you're dreaming about being in the league, right?
Yeah.
What's going to be a player that you run over and you're going to be like, yeah, I'm him? Who in the NFL is that guy that once you do that, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm him?
I just feel like I said, McCaffrey, he's been dominating. Like,
Yeah.
and 1,000 receiving, 1,000 rushing. Like, he did that, at many levels. And
No, I mean on defense. Who you going to knock out that you're like,
on defense.
yeah, who you want to knock out? And you're like, yeah, I'm him, man. I put that linebacker on his ass, and I'm him.
I low key, I know a lot about Nebraska history, and
Yeah. Oh yeah. I hope you go here.
A player came back to talk to us all season, and he did run through Saquon. And so I was just like, I look and want to see what it is. He's like, I know Saquon can't block me, so I ran through him. Like he said it so simply. And
Levante?
I do want to go against him. Obviously he's a little older now, but
Yeah. He's still a dog,
he's
man.
still a dog. And so to be able to say I laid him out or just
Ooh, I need
put
it.
on him or mess him up, I'm going any linebacker I'm going at, but like that one, that's like a Husker matchup.
That's what I mean. That's Husker on Husker crime, and I love it. Listen, Vontae, I know we came through together. I know we came through together. I know you're my boy, but I'm going to be rooting for him to knock your ass out, okay? And I hope he stand over you and give you the bones, okay? He definitely going to see this, and he definitely going to feel some type of way. But you know what? It's a good moment for the Huskers. That's a great moment for the Huskers.
I could have said a lot of other great guys, but I'm going to go Husker on Husker.
Well, but you know why? Because you understand what it means. Levante is one of the best of all time, right? So consistent, such a great football player, how he handles himself as a professional. If you can emulate that from the running back side, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead, some of these guys, that's going to be probably, I've got two more for you, but now that we jumped onto this, Nebraska has a lineage of great running backs. A lot of guys that I was with, they've had some of the best running backs over the last 25 years. What does it mean to be a Nebraska running back?
It means a lot. I had this talk earlier. It's just like, it's an honor. I came into college, and obviously Nebraska is my only Power 5, but it was like, I did my research on the history, and I'm just like, Amon Green, Mark Rozier, like Amir Abdullah. You just seeing all these names, I'm just like, Rex Burkhead. I'm like, why wouldn't I want to go to this university and be the next great running back to play there?
Yep.
And I feel like I spoke it into existence. I told my brother before I left, like, people were going to remember me, but not just like as a player, as a person.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave my mark that way. So Amir Abdullah, to this day, man, we still stay in touch. I just talked to him literally before, and I came out here, and
Good.
just like, he said a prayer for me. That just shows like the type of person he is. Like, having him as a mentor has been great for me. He's told me a lot about the league, and like, obviously he's been playing for 11 years.
Yeah.
Shout out to him for that, because like, a lot of running backs aren't doing that. He's the only running back in his draft class still playing.
Yep.
So like, guys like that, the history is amazing here, and I'm just blessed to be one of the Husker greats. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, Huskers, we all take care of each other.
thanks.
That's a big deal for Nebraska. That's a big deal for our lineage and how we take care of each other. So I'm going to leave you with this. I want you to look into the camera, and I want you to give a message to Husker Nation. They went nuts today on your quote. They love you. They're all about Emmett, and they're going to be rooting for you no matter where you go. So what is your final message to Husker Nation?
Message. It's my second final message, but Husker Nation, I will say I love y'all, man. You know, the past 4 years of my life has been a blessing, not just to me, but to my family. You guys will always be, you know, with me in my journey, my career. I appreciate the support. You know, you guys don't have to do that. You guys don't have to support me, but I feel like I did my job of leaving my mark, not just on the football field, but off the field. And I'm gonna do special things in the community there in the future. And yeah, I got a great spot in my heart. So GBR for
GBR forever. And there's one last one because you have to put on for your guys. Okay. Who are the guys at Nebraska right now that we got to know for the next couple of years? Who are going to be the next big studs that I got to know about?
Man, we got a couple dogs. You know, obviously Jacory's still there.
Yeah.
Jacory, Barney.
Yep.
You know, Isaiah Hunter.
Yep.
I'm gonna go my RBs too, Mosey and Kai Nelson. Those two running backs. Also, don't get me wrong, I know the old running back, Quinn, all of them could come in and produce. Jamal Rule, he a true freshman too. So
Yep.
like, he gonna be a dog. So the running back room gonna be ready.
Gonna be crazy.
For sure. That's the offense side of the ball at least. And then I'm gonna go defense. Ooh, Andrew Marshall. I think he's gonna be. I feel like he's gonna be one of the best, if not the best corner in college football next year.
I love it.
Somebody who like, I really watched him work, man. He comes in and work every single day, and I feel like this is the year he's gonna take that leap, like kind of how like Sierra took this year. He's gonna take that approach on the defense side. Vincent Shapers.
Yep.
Dog came in as a young guy, for Florida guy too. He's definitely gonna make some noise on the defense side of the ball. And then let me think about one more. I'll say Will too off the edge. Morning, he's gonna be a dog off the edge too. Like Will, somebody who super nonchalant, but when you get on that field, he's a different beast.
Yeah.
And, like I'm excited for them. Obviously with the program guy, and I'll be supporting them when my NFL team wherever I go. But it's gonna be special, man. I'm excited for them.
I like it. Well, listen, Emmett Johnson, running back, Nebraska, go Big Red, baby. It's all about the Skurs, baby. It's all about the Skurs.
Yes, man.